Welcome back to the good, the bad, the awesome, where we unbox all things pop culture, mainly Star Wars, Transformers, anime, McFarlane, other stuff like that. And oh yeah, I forgot, my name's Jimmy G, in the place to be. So if you like that kind of stuff, come along on this ride and join us. And so today we're going to be going back to the McFarlane verse, because what, we just reviewed Black Manta, and you can't have a Black Manta without Aquaman. So let's go take a look at Aquaman and see what this Aqua Lad is all about. He's not Aqua Lad, but this Aqua Dude is all about. You know, we couldn't have Black Manta without Aquaman. And so here he is, the Page Puncher Aquaman. Very, very cool, and I was able to get him for a great price. If you look at that clearance sticker, $14 for this guy, and he comes with a comic book, with his weapon, with his card, with his stand, all sorts of cool stuff. If you don't know much about Aquaman, he is the son of a lighthouse keeper and an Atlantean queen. Arthur Curry is the bridge between the surface world and his tumultuous realm of the sea. First appearance was More Fun Comics number 73 in 1941. He has super strength, durability, control over sea life, exceptional swimming ability to breathe underwater. So that is him, the king of Atlantis. I love all the different stories that they have, especially Flashpoint, where it was Aquaman versus Wonder Woman. That was very, very cool. But I love this. He has got a beard, an amazing beard. If he just had the mustache, he'd look like that creepy uncle, that person that's not allowed within 500 yards of a school, who drives a white van with wooden shades. So anyway, panel van, there we go. Don't get candy from him if it was just the mustache, but with the beard, it looks epic. So let's do this. Let's take a look at the box first. Boom, 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 and boom. There he is. And so let's get him out of this box. Struggle busting with these packages. These Page Puncher packages are a pain in the patootie. And of course, getting him to stand, as you all saw, I was struggling with him, and then he decided to fall. So, but that's okay. We're going to take a look at everything you get. So you do get the obligatory DC stand that you do get. And then of course, the card right here, Aquaman, very nice artwork there. Mimics the comic book, has a little bit of the history right there in that card. Love the fact it comes in the plastic, and again with these comic book ones, that they keep it kind of in plastic, so that way you can, if you collect the comic book, you can keep it really nice. I put a tick in it already right there, but there is the comic book. Very nice artwork there. Really, really cool looking. Same number one that you get with Black Manta, just a different cover. So I'm going to set that to the side, and then here is his spear. Very cool. Well, not his trident, not his spear. What am I saying? Has the A right there, that Aquaman logo. That's awesome. Really, really cool. If you can, you know, weather this a little bit, make it look a little rusty or something. I don't know. And then of course Aquaman himself, kind of standing like, hey, doing the footloose jitterbug or whatever it may be. So let's bring him in for a closer look. If I can get him to stand, let me go ahead and pop my camera up. And there is that face, only a face that an Atlantean queen could love, or a lighthouse keeper father. But look at I love the detail in the orange here. I think they did a really good job. This we could bring out with a little bit more paint right there. I think that would look cool. Weather this right here, I think that would look awesome. It's just molded plastic, but I think if you do a little black wash on that, I think you can really bring out some of the details on this. I think black wash on it overall will bring out some of the details. Love the belt and all the details on this suit here. Now, I wish he came with extra hands. He just comes with the hands that are on him. I know most McFarlane figures do have some of the extra hands, but I guess because you get the comic book, and that's why you get no hands for this. So from an articulation, head moves up, side, just like every other McFarlane figure. 20 I think it was 24 points of articulation. You get that bend in the elbow, you get that twist there, you get the bend and the twist in the wrist, you have the top upper waist. Now this kind of gets in the way a little bit, the belt, so be aware of that. His armor belt here, I wonder if that comes off. I bet it does. Maybe, maybe not. No, it looks like it's stuck on him. But the waist does move, and then from a splits, you can get one leg out there. This other one's just kind of having some issues because of his armor there, but you can twist it back. Well, that's why it came out so easily, because his leg popped off. There we go. Let's see if I can pop that back on. Well, give me just a second, folks. I'll get that leg back on. Okay, leg is back on. You do have the double knee joint there, but that's as far as you can go because of the armor. And then the leg, you do have the twist, and then of course the pop-up right there on the foot right there with that. So, but yeah, there we go. That's a little bit about Aquaman's posing abilities. And so getting him to stand again, some of these figures like to stand really well, some of them do not. This leg, now that it popped off, is a little bit loose. That's great. That's foot loose, come on, foot loose. There we go. He's like, hey, let me just kind of, I gotta have faith, I gotta have faith. That's just crazy. All right, let me get my camera down so you can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, popping them down really quick. There we go. Kind of has that George Michael, baby, I want to do. There we go. From a size standpoint, there he is right there with my blade. And then, of course, you get his trident and you can put it in this hand over here. So let's do this. Let me get him standing and let's get him compared to some other figures. King of Atlantis versus one of his arch nemesis, Black Manta. As you saw from my review earlier with Black Manta, there he is. There is the King of Atlantis. Getting his spear in his hand's a little tough. You may want to run his hand under some warm water to make it more pliable, so that way you can do that. Not his spear, his trident. It's not a spear, it's a trident. But that's how he looks from a size standpoint. We'll bring in a figure arts kind of Yuji Itadori, so you can kind of see that. And my Transformers Windblade. 5-inch McFarlane figure. So you got a little bit right there where you can kind of see from a size standpoint. Definitely does not scale well with Black Series or Vintage Collection Star Wars figures. Poor Zenitsu, he's wanting to go to sleep. Oh, thank you, Siri. But let me bring in Balin right here. We'll get him over here. There we go. And so there you can kind of see Aquaman and how he scales with some of the other figures there. But yeah, there we go. So let's come back together for some of my final thoughts on the Aquaman. Back together again for my final thoughts on Aquaman. Here it is. I like him. Now, I don't like him as much as I liked Black Manta, but I think I'll keep him in this pose. I think this looks really, really cool. The things that I love about it, I think you can put some detail into this, but the detail that is in the molded plastic is awesome. Love the orange. And I love the face sculpt. Things I don't like about it is the leg. My leg came a little loosey-goosey. There's not a lot of articulation with the head because of the things that get in the way. But, and then it just was hard for me to keep standing. But I think it looks great. I think it looks cool. I mean, for clearance for $14, I think that's what I got it for $14. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. And so here is Black Manta and Aquaman together. So enemies till the end on that. So on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I would give him a pretty good. I think he's pretty good. He's not necessarily awesome. There's a few things that hold it back from being awesome. But I think if you are a hobbyist that likes to mod your figures or paint them up, you can really make this thing pop and make it really look really, really cool. I am not that good at that, so I will not be doing that because I will ruin figures on that. I need to probably just buy some really, really cheap clearance figures and just kind of work on that. But yeah, that's Aquaman. Now, all I need is a Wonder Woman. I've got a Superman, a Batman, Aquaman. I just need a Wonder Woman, and then I will have the founding members of the Justice League. Well, then I have Flash, and I got to get Cyborg, and then a Green Lantern, and I got to get a bunch of figures in. And Martian Manhunter. There's just a lot of people you got to get. But the Holy Trinity, Aquaman, well, Holy Quadruple. Holy Trinity is Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Then you add Aquaman into the mix, and then you start getting into the other ones and things like that. I digress. We can get into this all day long. But like I said, I haven't seen the new Aquaman movie, but I've heard mixed reviews about it. So we'll see what happens with James Gunn as he takes over the DC universe and see if that cinematic universe can do something. But overall, really, really nice figure. I've got a couple more of these Aquaman figures, Aqualad and Ocean Master, that we'll look at a later date. But yeah, very, very cool. So I'm pretty happy with it. This is one that I will not be reselling or putting into storage. I think I'll keep this on display. But that's all I got to say about all of that today. So y'all remember to tune in next time when we have something else good, bad, or awesome to talk about. But in the meantime, y'all stay young, have fun, and be awesome, because I'm gonna go talk to some fish with Aquaman. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.